Every parent wants to raise a child who trusts them, who comes to them first when life gets messy. But sometimes the words we say in love can quietly build walls instead of bridges. This is the story of Mia and her mom Laura, and how 5 moments that seemed ordinary slowly changed everything between them. Mia was 16, bright, creative, and very thoughtful. Her mom, Laura, was a nurse who worked long shifts at the hospital. She was the kind of parent who tried to do everything right. But lately, right had started to feel wrong. She loved her daughter fiercely. They used to talk about everything: music, friends, silly TikToks. But slowly, it seemed the house had begun to feel really still and quiet, as love had started sounding like rules, reminders, and lectures. It started one Friday night. Mia came through the door later than usual, her eyes red from crying. She dropped her bag by the stairs and went straight for the fridge. Laura looked up from the sink. "You're late," she said gently, then noticed her daughter's trembling lip. "Hey, what's wrong?" Mia hesitated, then whispered, "It's Lila, my best friend. She hasn't spoken to me all day. She blocked me on everything." Laura turned off the tap and wiped her hands. "Oh, sweetheart, don't be so dramatic. Friends fight all the time. You'll both get over it," she said, forcing a small smile. Mia blinked, her breath catching for a second. She nodded, but her shoulders slumped. "Okay," she murmured, then quietly went upstairs. Laura watched her go, confused. To her, it was a harmless way to calm her daughter down. She didn't mean to sound cold. She just didn't know what else to say. But to Mia, it meant your feelings don't matter, but it did matter to her, because Lila was her best friend. Their falling out didn't feel like a minor issue to her. It felt like losing a part of her world. A week later, Mia came running into the living room, waving her phone. "Mom, look! There's a night festival next Friday. Everyone's going. Please, can I go?" "I'll be with Emma and Zoe." Laura was folding laundry, tired from her shift. "At night?" "No, I don't think so," she said without looking up. Mia continued, "But everyone's parents will be—" "Mia, I said no." Mia swallowed. "Why not?" Laura sighed. "I just don't feel comfortable, okay?" Mia's voice softened. "But why?" Laura rubbed her forehead. "I can't explain right now, honey. You'll understand when you're older." Mia glanced at her mom, then looked sadly at the flyer on her phone one more time. "Oh," she said quietly. Laura meant to say, "There's more you don't see," the late-night crowds, the worry, the what-ifs. But to Mia, how short-lived the conversation was sounded like, "You don't trust me," because it wasn't properly explained to her. So she just said, "Okay," quietly, and went to her room. Another decision made for her, not with her. A few nights later, Laura peeked into Mia's room. The glow from the screen lit up her daughter's face. She was scrolling, earbuds in, textbooks opened, and lying beside her. "Mia," Laura said, arms crossed. "You've been on that phone all night. Turn it off and focus." "I'm just taking a break, Mom. I've been studying for 2 hours." "I'll start again in 5 minutes," Mia mumbled. "You said that an hour ago." "No, Mom, it's only been 15 minutes. Laura exhaled sharply. "That's enough. I'm not going to argue with you." "Enough excuses." Mia froze. Laura's words landed like a door slamming shut. Mia locked her phone, shoved it under her pillow, and didn't speak another word. She quietly finished her homework, her thoughts whispering, "Why even explain next time if it won't matter?" Laura noticed the sudden silence, and lingered in the doorway for a moment, wanting to say something kind, something connecting, but she didn't know how, so she just left. When the door clicked shut, Mia lay on her bed, staring at the ceiling, eyes wide open in the dark. She wasn't angry. She just felt unheard. Few days later, Laura noticed Mia sitting quietly at dinner, picking at her food. "What's wrong now?" she asked, half tired, half curious. "Nothing," Mia murmured. "You should be grateful, Mia. Lavra said. You have food, a warm home, people who care about you. Some kids have none of that. Mia nodded, forcing a smile. She was grateful. She knew her mom worked hard. But she just wished someone understood that even grateful people can feel lonely. Lately, the house felt quieter, the laughter shorter. Her friends had started going to the art club together after school, the one she used to join, before she stopped talking as much. She'd pass by the room sometimes and see them painting, heads close, brushes moving in rhythm, laughter spilling out through the open door. And she'd walk away. A few weeks later, university applications started arriving. Mia had spent weeks researching media and film programs. She'd even edited a short video, her way of saying, "This is who I am." Lavra sat on the couch, watching it to the end. "This is beautiful," she said softly, not clearly understanding what Mia was trying to say. Mia smiled just a little and said, "Mom, I think I want to study film and media." Lavra hesitated. "Film? I'm not sure about that, sweetheart. I just want what's best for you." Mia blinked. "You mean not this?" "I just think something more stable might be better. Nursing, maybe. Or business," Lavra said. Mia's smile faded. "Mom, I'm not you," she said quietly. The words hung in the air, heavy, sharp, and painfully honest. Then she stood, collected her laptop, and walked to her room without another word. Lavra called after her, "Mia?" But the only sound left was the creak of the stairs. That night, Lavra couldn't sleep. The house was still, but her mind wasn't. She sat in the living room, scrolling through old photos, Mia as a little girl, grinning with paint on her cheeks. Somewhere along the way, she realized her words had stopped being bridges and started becoming barriers. She replayed every conversation like a film she wished she could reshoot. "Oh, don't be so dramatic. You'll understand when you're older. That's enough. You should be grateful. I just want what's best for you." Each phrase came from love, but in her daughter's world, they sounded like distance. Lavra knocked on her daughter's door softly, and when Mia opened it, she said, "Hey, can we talk?" Mia sat up on her bed, putting away her vision board. Lavra took a breath. "I've been thinking. I say a lot of things that sound like I'm not listening. And maybe I haven't been." Mia looked down, fiddling with her pillowcase. Lavra continued, voice trembling slightly. "I'm sorry if I made you feel like your feelings didn't matter. They do. You do." There was a long pause. Mia looked up at her mom, then wrapped her arms around her mom's waist, whispering, "It's okay, Mom." Lavra held her close, resting her chin on her daughter's head. It wasn't a perfect fix, but it was a start. Neither said much after that. They didn't need to. That night, they watched a movie together, the one they used to quote years ago, and this time they laughed at the same parts again. Words don't always break relationships in loud ways. Sometimes they just chip away one phrase at a time. "Don't be dramatic. You'll understand later. That's enough. You should be grateful. I just want what's best for you." All meant in love. All misunderstood in silence. But the same voice that once built walls can rebuild bridges, if we choose to speak with empathy, not assumption. Because sometimes what your teen needs most isn't advice. It's understanding. Parenting was never meant to be perfect. It's a constant translation of love into words that don't always land the way we hope. Sometimes what we call guidance sounds like criticism. And the silence we use to keep the peace can quietly widen the gap. What we mean as care feels like control. But distance doesn't mean disconnection. It only takes one soft moment, a pause, a listening ear, a quiet "I see you," to remind your child that love was always the message. So if something in this story felt familiar, let it be a whisper, a nudge to speak with gentleness, to listen with intent, and to choose understanding over being right. This is life's whispered moments. Until next time, cherish the sparks that light your heart and brighten your journey.